Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I finally got here. I had something happen just before airtime, so I had to deal with that. How is everybody? I see there's Wayne and Suzanne. And oh, hi, thankful mom. Nice to see you. And I think I saw Indigo here too earlier. Um, yeah, Heather, I did send you a link if you wanted to join me. I sent it by email. So if you feel like doing that, if you don't, no worries. I'm just going to check my email for a second here and see if anybody has responded. Okay. Yeah. Actually, Heather did respond, but she can't make it, so that's just fine. So how is everybody? Um, I just decided about half an hour ago that I wanted just to go live and have a chat. I miss reading and I miss all you guys, so I thought I would just pop in and see how you guys are doing, and I'd love to answer some questions. I know probably the notice just went out, so people will just be trickling in. So I've had an interesting week. Uh, it's all to do about water, it seems. First of all, we've had lots of rain here. It's been raining every day. We did get a break yesterday, but and I've been, hi Samantha, and I've been away for a month, house sitting and pet sitting these two dogs and a cat. And unfortunately, what happened was we had a cold snap, and I had some pipes freeze in my cabin. So I was fortunately, my water system is such that we've got a deep artesian well, and there's an automatic, electric pump. Hi, Patty G. And it pumps for my cabin. It pumps the water into a holding tank up the hill. Huge, huge water tank, and I'm gravity fed. So fortunately, there wasn't that much water left in the tank, I think. But what happened was the pipes froze, burst in the bathroom, in both two places, and so I was welcomed home to a flood in the bathroom. It wasn't flooding anymore because the water tank was empty now. But I had to clean up that mess and then call in a plumber to fix the pipes behind my bathtub and shower, and also my to the bathroom sink. So, yeah. So there's the first water thing. The other water thing is or at least liquid thing is my car must have a radiator leak because the radiator there's no heat, and I looked at the radiator fluid and it's really really low. So I have to get that fixed. There's probably a leak in a feed line there or in the tank in the radiator itself. So hope that doesn't cost too much. What was the other water thing? There was another water thing related to. Can't think of it. Also, I think speaking of water, my internal plumbing, I think there's something going on in my body to do with, yeah, the car too, Wayne. And then I think I might have a bladder infection. So don't tell anybody. So that's the next kind of water thing. What else? I know there was something else, but anyways, it's been Mercury retrograde. And when I've told a story like to the guy that came and fixed my pipes, he says Mercury retrograde. So Suzanne says I had, hi Kathy G. I had 2 days of shopping adventures this weekend. First time doing that in a month and a half. Oh, that's so great. It's okay, thankful mom. It will all work out. It's just life happening. That's all. Hey, Dean, I was thinking of you. In fact, if you want to join me, I can, if you're up to that, I can put the link in the chat. So just, yes, cranberry juice. Actually, I have some cranberry juice. I'm going to do that. And I've got the organic kind that does have any sugar in it. So I will certainly try that. You just reminded me I do have some cranberry juice. So yeah, Dean, if you want to join me, I'd be happy to yeah, to read with you. But no worries, no pressure. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week that way. So what else have people been getting up to? I've been trying to find I'm supposed to be starting a job in Vancouver, and the person that, was supposed to be in my cabin to look after my cat and also make because I only have wood heat. Also make sure during the cold snaps that, the cabin's warm and I don't get burst pipes. They've bailed out, so I'm having to try to find somebody else, and it's not, it has to be someone who can live this kind of lifestyle off the grid and, can use a wood stove and, the generator. I mean, I'm on solar energy, but during the winter, you don't get much, so you're dealing with a generator. And, to be able to use a wood stove properly and all that kind of stuff. So, it's not just something everybody would like, how they would like to live. And so until I find that person, I'm not able to start the job in Vancouver. But it'll all work out. I'm I'm not worried. Hey, Seashells, nice to see you. Yeah, so if anybody, oh, you're gonna be right there. All right, come on up. Can you be added? Yes, absolutely. I haven't started taking questions yet, but Seashells, post your question and I'll star it and put it on my list. So if anybody has a question, by all means. Your first time here. Cool. Cool. You caught me. I haven't been doing that many lives, so you were meant to be here. So post a question and I will yeah, I'll answer it. So if there's anybody else who would like me to answer a question or just wants to know how their 2023 is going to be, absolutely. And if there's any readers that are coming into the chat, if they want to join me, here and read with me, that would be fantastic. So, yeah. What's coming for the rest of half of the month? Hi, Sandra. Nice to see you. If you have a question, you can post it and I'll put you on the list. Okay, I'm going to start your question. And I'm just going to wait a minute just to see if other people will, as other people are just drifting in. Hi, Kristen. I love your name. Um, yeah, my daughter's name is Kristen. I just, there's a story behind that too. So, Linda B. Craft, she says your 2023 sounds good. Did I read for you, or did you want me to do a reading for you? So let me know, Linda, if you want a reading. Pammy, so nice to see you. Pammy's in the house. Pammy, you've been through a rough time. I've been thinking of you and your husband. Yeah. So if you want a question, so anybody, if you'd like a question, so Dean says, give me 15 minutes, need some coffee. Absolutely, Dean. I can send you the link. Yeah, okay, I've got your question, Kathy. Thanks. Start that question. Marcy, absolutely. I've got you. Thankful mom. Okay, I've got you. You still hanging in there? Wow. Okay, Sandra, I've got you. And did I miss anybody? Let me see. I'm just going to back. Okay, Linda wants a reading. Actually, you said that you were the first one, so I'll put you first in line there, Linda. I think you were the first or second. Yeah. Okay. Java juice to the rescue. Actually, speaking of which, I've got my Java right here. Oh, I have to tell you. I don't think they'll show up in time or show up at all, but I'm on Match.com and somebody sent me a message, said they'd like to get to know me. So I threw back at, I messaged them back and said, well, if you want to see me in action and see what I'm like, I'm doing a live stream gave her the link and, yeah, join me on the live stream and we can chat or I can answer a question for you. So be interesting if somebody shows up. Her name is Marcy. Oh, Marcy. Her name is Marcy. Are you the Marcy that messaged me on name is Marcy. Are you the Marcy that messaged me on Match.com? You are. Okay, everybody. This is Marcy, and she wants to get to know me. So this is me. I'll tell a little bit about myself. I am a retired teacher. I retired some years ago, but I've been working ever since because they're so short of teachers. But finally, in the end of April, I said, I'm done because I've got too many other things to do. I'm writing a book and I've got this channel. I'm a tarot reader and medium. I'm developing my mediumship skills and that sort of thing. Kristen Louise wants a reading. Okay, I'll star you. And also, Marcy, if you're a daring person, I can send you the link and you can come on and the people in the chat can check you out. If you dare. Anyways, I'm a retired teacher. I do lots of things. I ride a motorcycle. Oh, you love mediums. Ooh. Okay, well, that's off to a good start. Anyways, why don't you, if people that know me in the chat, you could tell her a few things about me. I mean, I have a good sense of humor. You are awesome. All right. I like how this is starting. Yes, MK Karen, you can have a reading too. Absolutely. You say if I'm good, what do you mean by that? I'm awesome. I mean, I'm intelligent, I'm funny. I I ride my motorcycle. I still go motorcycle camping, have a little small yes, Kathy G, I got you. Yeah. Anyways, I'm off on new adventures and stuff like that. So I don't have time for teaching anymore. Well, good. You love laughter. That's great. Well, you have lots of laughs with me. But also, I want someone that I can have long conversations with and that sort of thing. And I'm not into somebody that's a controller. I want an equal partnership and, that sort of thing. So, anyways, what you see is what you get here. Hey, there's Pammy. Haven't seen Pammy in a long time. Okay, lap it on, guys. Tell her what I'm like. Come on, Wayne and Suzanne. You've met me in 3D, so they came to Vancouver. By the way, I live on Salt Spring Island, Marcy. Marcy or Marcy? Yeah, Marcy. I live on Salt Spring Island. I'm in my mother's cabin. She died 7, 8 years ago. Oh, Suzanne, thank you. Yeah, you can't go wrong with me. I'm pretty safe. Hey, Heather. No, that's fine. No, it's okay. You can't come on. I'm just doing an impromptu live. And yeah, I just thought of you and I thought I just put you on the list of readers that I sent out to. So I mean, it's last minute, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I want to meet Pammy. She's just south of me in Seattle. Oh yeah, go back and watch some of my other videos. Yeah. That's right. Anyways, you'll get a taste of what I'm like tonight if you want to stick around. In fact, you want to ask a question, I'll answer a question. So, oh, Heather. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I love to help people. That's why, yes, I'm very single. I wouldn't be on Match.com if I wasn't single, girlfriend. Yeah, I'm single. Suzanne. Thank you. Oops. We've all felt we've known her for years. Yes. Yeah, they spent a day with me in Victoria. They were on a cruise, and I met them at the in Victoria where they're making a stop there. So it was great. Oh, you love my laugh. Okay, I think it's kind of weird, but there you go. No, I laugh a lot, and as I said, I have a good sense of humor, and and you're old? Oh, come on, Pammy, you're not old. Hey, I'm not old. I mean, I'm still a going concern. And I get that from my mother. She just, she was always active. She loved nature. She loved hiking and walking, and well, I get camping from her and that sort of stuff. I love road trips, and I love traveling on my own because you get to meet people. And today I talked to a woman about, would phone me about something. It was a friend of a friend. Anyway, she ended up phoning. We ended up talking for 3 hours. No, Marcy's not a troll. I asked her to. I She messaged me from Match.com, and I said if she wants to find out, what I'm like, if she even is interested in meeting me, that she should come watch my live stream. So no, Marcy's not a troll. Yeah. So anyways, if she's a troll, I'm enjoying it. I don't speak for yourself, Scooter babe. I don't feel old. So, anyways, Marcy, just so you know, I live on Salt Spring, but I'm supposed to be starting a job in Vancouver. But I did have to wait for someone to sublet my place here. So I know you live in Richmond, so we could get together for coffee when I eventually get there. Might be not for a number of weeks or a month before I get there. Yeah. Oh, she said again, I'm an amazing woman. I like somebody who's confident. Yeah, that's fine. Well, you know what? I am interested in a woman who's, is strong in her own right and that sort of thing. As long as they don't want to they don't control me, because I don't do well with that. You have old hips. Aw. Oh dear. Yeah, I've been blessed so far, I'm fine. I mean, you all know that many years, at least 10 or 12 years, I've been off gluten. I was diagnosed with arthritis, but all that stiffness and pain went away as soon as I went off wheat. So I'm fine. That's why I can do all these. That's why I can ride my motorcycle and go hiking and go walking and go. Uh, my hips are fine, that kind of stuff. So, and I can still sleep on the ground. I mean, how many people my age can say that? Oh, you have a compassionate heart. Give me her resume here. You work with all kinds of people. What kind of people do you work with? What work do you do? As I said, I was a teacher. I've taught anywhere from grade 2 to grade 10. The last half of my career was with teaching primary. Just loved it. Yeah, yeah, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, you have rheumatoid arthritis. So is my sister. Oh, you're ready. Great. I'll send you the link. Okay, I'll send you the link. Hold on, Dean. I will send you that link. I'll just put it in the chat. That's fine. Nobody else use it unless you've got my permission. As I said, Marcy, you can come on. I'll send you the link. Oh, you do home support. Bless you. That is really a tough job and not doesn't pay that well. You mean you guys are angels, you're earth angels. Actually, the job. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Well, you sound like my kind of person, a humanitarian. Anyways, the job I'm going to in Vancouver is actually being at home care with with a 97-year-old woman. I've never done it before, but they've trained me. There are other care workers that work during the day. I just take the evening shift. So, um, hey, Cheryl, nice to see you. What's the yes for? Do you want me to send you the link and you'll come on? Are you that confident? I'm talking to Marcy. Hey, Dean.
It's been a while, huh?
Been a minute.
Air hug.
So great. Dean's another teacher. Uh,
Ugh.
I wish you good luck. Yeah. Marcy. I'm just trying to get this, see if this woman will come on. Are you going to be that brave, Marcy, that you'll come on? And if you don't, no pressure. If you don't want to, that's okay. Anyways, how have you been? Tell me.
Oh, been doing well. I heard that you said you joined Match.com. I was like, okay.
I joined what? Say that
I
again.
thought I thought you said you joined Match.com.
Yes, I did. No, Marcy, you're not on. You're in the chat. What I mean is I'll bring you on, just like I brought on Dean, I'll bring you on camera is what I'm saying, if you're brave enough. If not, no pressure. I mean, we can have a little chat, that's all.
You know what's so funny about that?
Yeah?
I had a love reading with Brenda, and because I've been
Uh-huh.
feeling things too, and she sent me like some information about which sites to go to. So I joined a couple, some of the free ones for a while, and it's like, you know what? It's time. It's really time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been wanting to have, to meet somebody that I can have fun with, and it might, if it turns into a long-term relationship, fine. But I kind of just let go of it. Like,
Hmm.
if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So,
Yeah,
I mean, as I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a long-term relationship at this point. Just have fun with somebody. Just have, companion.
me too. I'm just looking at trying to have fun.
Yeah. Okay. So, Marcy, you're saying other things. Are you going to come on camera or not? Say yes or no, so I don't keep bugging you. And if it's no, that's perfectly fine. You can hurry and put mascara on and a little bit of lipstick. So, anyways, let me know. So you're at a different school.
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm still at the same school. I What I did do was I put in for a transfer. So I put in for a transfer because I had my own personal reasons and issues. So, and I'm
No,
kind of,
when you say transfer, so a transfer to a different school?
yes,
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah.
yes, because I'm kind of salty about how things were handled and addressed last year, and then I see how things are being done this year, and I can read through the BS, and I mean, I'm not impressed, and I feel a little jaded, and I want a fresh new start.
Good for you. You gotta know when to leave, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I felt like the evaluation system didn't go the way I thought it would. I had gotten word from HR that they were closing my last evaluation because there was no movement on it because my supervisor, I think at the time, didn't upload it properly and it just sat there. So they just filed it as is. And I didn't have the chance to put in my comments because I had a lot to say, and I'm kind of glad it went the way it did. So we did get email from our supervisor, like preparing for like the transfers coming up next week, and my boss wanted to know like going in kind of prepared of like how many staff they are going to need for next year, how many people applied for transfers, and honestly, I just like none of your business, but I had to do it because it was a requirement. Because ultimately, I don't want any animosity. One, two, it's none of their bit. It's not really her business at that point because I haven't even interviewed anywhere yet. And three, I could still choose to stay where I'm at. So it kind of just made me feel weird.
I bet.
But I did it. It's over with. I had to. So
And are you happy with your move?
I'm happy that I put in for the transfer. I actually do feel like I'm gonna get a couple. I'm gonna go on um, two different interviews. I had a feeling, and I'm going to accept one of them. Now
Oh,
the only thing is,
so
I'm
what's your current position? Didn't you transfer for your current position, or are you in the same school?
I'm in the same school
Oh,
where I
okay.
was at,
Oh, okay. But you're both
and
together.
and I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm making any difference.
Right.
I feel like I know I'm wrong on this. I know there's some teachers that appreciate me. I just feel like
Hmm.
I don't know. I just
Hmm.
I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm making a difference.
Well,
And then
and
I
also,
saw the potential students I'm getting next year, and I think the biggest issue that I have is I can't go another year with kids being like 3 to 4 years behind, still not knowing how to write a simple sentence, still not knowing basic mathematical facts. And at this point, it's like, how do I help them?
right.
And and then when I go out of my way saying I have concerns about this, about a student, and it's like, well, I'm getting mixed messages like, just like, well, it would be beneficial for them to get some type of services, but they're not on that scale to where they'd offer it. It's either they're a little bit of too high, it's either you're too smart or you're just not, just under that curve to get help. Like you're just a little bit too down. It's like to where it won't be beneficial. It's like then I just got to that point. It's like, then why are we telling parents and kids this mixed message? Like
Hmm.
everybody matters. Behind
Yes.
closed doors, it doesn't. Not everybody's working with the same
Yeah.
playing field. And I don't know. I mean, I get it. There's that BS goes on all districts.
Well, when you don't have an administration that is supportive, it's awful. It's really awful.
Yeah.
I know.
So I mean,
I mean, we never had enough services for kids and all that kind of stuff, but at least I knew
mhm,
the administrator, wonderful woman. She had your back, and she went over and beyond her job, right?
mhm,
If she could get it for you, she would. I mean, the help that you needed, that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
yeah, and when
So
when people are trying and everybody's giving the ultimate best, then you feel like you're part of the team.
yeah. So I mean, I have better kids than I did last year, and I just feel like I still have some issues, some
Mhm.
little bit of drama here and there, but they're kids, so you're gonna have it.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly.
I
I
just
can't.
feel like I have more of a calm class, which I'm grateful for.
Mm.
But then I feel like it's like I probably have one of the most calmest classes that there is in our school right now,
Oh, wow.
and I feel like I'm kind of alienated from the majority just because I have such
Be a better class?
a calm. The environment's more calm.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I don't know. I'm probably wrong. And probably like that typical cancer, all in their feelings.
Mhm, mhm.
And when a cancer's in their feelings, they get stuck there and they overanalyze.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just a minute, Dean, I'm just gonna bring up the live stream on my phone so I
Oh,
can
okay.
and then
Let's
we'll
see.
get started. We've got a list of questions.
Hello, Kristen, Cheryl,
William
Marcy,
Taylor.
Karen, Trend Zone, Pammy. Hey, Karen.
I haven't seen Pammy in ages. It's so nice to see her again.
Scooter Baby Susan Rich.
I called her Scooter Baby.
Mouthful.
I called
That's almost a tongue twister.
I I called her, I gave her that name, and she broke her foot or her ankle, and you know how have you ever seen those little scooters where you kneel on them? So you
Oh, yes.
yeah, so
Mhm.
I called her, Scooter Babe. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you know that I actually met them this past September?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in Victoria, they were taking a cruise, and so I went over to Victoria, and we spent the day together. It was just fantastic.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm just trying to find my channel here. Just hold on, and then we'll get started. Okay, there's the live. I'll turn it down. Okay. So,
You're gonna get a kick out of these cards.
yeah?
Yeah, it's called the Housewives Tarot. I don't know if you've seen
Oh,
it.
I have seen it. Yes, yes.
So I like the pop art feel to it, so I
Mhm.
got it, and I was like, I gotta use these cards.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let's get started. Um, okay, I think the first person actually was Seashells. Are you still here? I haven't seen you. Oh, so I'll go with Seashells if she's still here. And then the second person, I believe, was just a minute. It was out of order here.
But Seashells is still here.
Okay, so we'll do her. So Seashells, what? Just a minute here. Starred. Okay, what's this doing here? Okay, so here's the question: what's coming for the rest half of the month? Oh, thanks for asking that, Karen. Yeah, MK Karen. Yeah, I'm doing it spontaneously right now. I am starting to go on other people's channels. I probably will end up doing it, uh, semi regularly soon. So I've been saying that for the last month. It's just I've got a lot going on behind the scenes. Yes, I've got Mercy on the list, so she's got to stick around. All right, so could I get what's coming for the rest half of the month for Seashells? And I just want to say I've got Kathy G, Marcy, Thankful Mom, Sandra, Linda B. Kraft, Kristen Louise, MK Karen. So if there anybody else, I think maybe take maybe one more.
I feel like she's optimistic and waiting on something for Seashells.
Okay, let's see. Rest half of the month. Can you give us a category? Like, what is it that you're looking for? Is this your love life or your um? What is it? What category? Can you kind of narrow it down for us?
I'm feeling love, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, could be wrong. I'm gonna put the light up a little bright. It seems
Positive in love.
in love. Okay, let's do a love reading. Love reading.
So I felt it was love, and I felt like she was hoping and waiting for something. And you know what? So am I. That's what I would say. Yeah. And so is Sharon. So we can all get in that line.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, they're up here. Just a minute. I just have to grab my cards. I don't know which, I always kind of ask Spirit which cards to use. Oh, I think
you have a bit of an issue at the moment, Seashells. What is that?
You have a bit of an issue, she says?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I see. I didn't see it on StreamYard. It's come up faster on. I feel I lost my love. Oh, are you saying that? Are you wondering if you're going to get back together with somebody? Oh, you broke up. So, all right. So we're narrowing this down. Are you wanting to know if you're back together? Is that what you're wondering? Yes. Okay. Let's read on that. She's wondering if they're going to get back together. Just wondering why it's so dark in here. Just hold on. I'm just going to mess with the lighting here, but I'm just going to turn the camera off just for a second. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a little better. All right. Okay. All right. So for Seashells, is she? Are they going to get back together? Okay, one more. And if you're ready, you go ahead, Dean.
I'm kind of looking at these cards and seeing the whole story right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of just taking it all in. Well, I do see where she feels like she's potentially lost her love, because
Oh yeah,
have
I see it too.
I do have this crossing, or the Ten of Cups, like that connection with somebody. And what's interesting here for the center of my reading, I do have the Emperor and the Queen of Swords here,
Right.
this match together. And it's like, when I see it crossed by the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's kind of like you're working on two different it's like you're wanting two different things almost. You're not, either that or you're not communicating or being honest with each other is what you're with what you're wanting. On the surface, I have the Eight of Swords, which is telling me like you kind of feel like you're tied up and in this cage, locked into like either being subservient or putting on a show, or you want your time to shine as well. I do feel like one or the both of you around this connection, the Hierophant in reverse, there's no like guidance, there's no like momentum moving forward, it's just stagnant. And you really need to allow yourself to come out and really reach out, communicate, and or ask your guides or that higher being, that person that you would turn to for support and guidance. I do have the past. I do have things that were kind of hectic with the Five of Swords, going back and forth with one another, that power struggle, not like kind of just some animosity between the two of you potentially. And then I also have the Seven of Cups. This to me sounds like it's a doubt, because it's kind of like in a dream state. Usually you see like all these options, and I just see like you have just options, but you don't know what path to take. From advice from Spirit, what I do have for you is basically right now it feels like an internal tug of war. Like, should I stay? Should I go? Should I fight for this? Should I not fight for this? The end result is, what do you want? I do see your environment. You do like the idea of having all the riches around you, all the practicality of a relationship. You see it as a potential to share your world with, your life with, but I don't know if you're truly there, or the two of you are truly there yet. I do have Hopes and Fears is the Fool card, and in some cases, I feel like Spirit's telling you to like free fall into your faith and to allow you to make the best decision possible, but you also don't want to be taken for a fool either, or taken advantage of. And then last but not least, I do have the Four of Swords in reversed. It's kind of like you already made up your mind with this. You've already kind of just said either enough's enough and time to walk away.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
I'm getting the same thing.
And the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of my deck in reverse, it's kind of like beating an old drum. It's like your health is more important, your sanity is more important, your security is more important. And I just don't know if this is the one for you, or it's not the one just yet. Either you're both not ready, or he's not ready, or vice versa, or somewhere in between.
Okay. While you were talking, I did two throws. I will only.
You're welcome, Wells.
Yeah. So from the first reading, I won't do both entirely, but I see there's a lot of passion here, lovers, but there's the Tower. Yeah. And look, this is where, they've split up. The bags and gone. So I can go with, I won't do the whole thing, but they both read same. Okay, the second one is I asked, are you better to move on?
Yes.
Yes. And the energy of the reading was a Sun card, which seashells, if you don't know tarot, or if you're familiar, the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. So yes, move on, because right now you're like this. Here's the Nine of Swords. This relationship is stressing you out, and I feel like here's the Nine of Cups. I feel like here's the guy there. he wants what he wants. Like his needs are being met, but yours aren't. And you're feeling tired and beat up. Here's the nine of wands. Like this is not the best for you. And I know there's a lot of emotion around this. You know, you're very confused, but you know, there's things that you don't know. Also, the moon can also deal with mental illness. And I don't say that you have a mental illness, but I'm saying this is affecting your mental health, your mental well-being. So, yeah. So then the magician comes in, so you can manifest better, where your needs are not left out in the cold. And here's the 10 of cups. So you've got better things. You've got happiness elsewhere, and it's not with this person. So I think we're just confirming what you already are thinking. It's just you're feeling confused right now. I know that Dean pulled the 7 of cups. And of course, you're confused. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I fight for this relationship? But I'm thinking, no, you're not getting your needs met. So anyways, for entertainment purposes only. And yeah. You do, you know, free will. You got free will. But there it is. That's the advice we have. Thank you, Dean.
It was fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, today I just thought all of a sudden I got this. I need to read. So that's why I came on. Okay, thanks, Seashells. I'm going to go to the list, and the next person is okay. I think these are a bit out of order. Okay, Marcy, you're on. So, Marcy, okay, what do you want to know, Marcy? You're welcome, Seashells. You're totally welcome. So, what do you want to know? Now, do you know who this woman is, Dean?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, no, she's new. What happened was, Dean, I'm on Match.com, and she replied. She sent a message to me. I said, well, if you want to see me in action, kind of get a real sense of kind of person I am, I'm doing a live, so you can come. So here she is. And that's why I kept saying, you can come on camera if you want. We can have a chat, but that's too much pressure. So dear Marcy, what do you want to know? She says, I'm ready for you. Okay, but what's your question, Marcy? Okay, we need a question, Marcy. Maybe we should let Dean do this and say, okay, should we meet each other? Should we get together and see what happens? But if you have another question, that is fine. Okay, there must be a bit of a lag because it's taking a while for her to answer. Yeah, but we do need a question.
Do we just do a general then? Oh, and I figured another love. I figured another love.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah, right. Okay, you go for it.
Okay. What's in your future? In love? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcy.
Yes, please click the like button. It really helps my channel.
Very nostalgic. First, I have on the bottom. Okay, the bottom of the deck I have the Knight of Cups. So I don't know where we go from there. If you know anything about the Knight of Cups, Marcy, it's all about Romeo cards. So that typically wears his heart on his sleeve. But this one looks like a bottle of wine, about ready to let's get it on. Date night, I guess. I don't know. But the center of my reading, it first starts off with The Six of Cups, very nostalgic, very old soul, with the Eight of Wands moving towards you quickly. So I don't know if this is like a hopeless romantic, a free flight, free flying along in the air. But I also have the Empress in reverse in crossing this. So I don't know, is there other options out there, or is there somebody that's lagging on? Is there an old relationship or a strong feminine influence that's keeping you from like to making that leap? I don't know. Let's see what we're going from here. I have the Three of Cups working together, making new deals, making new partnerships, and even celebrating in success on the surface. Above you, I have the Magician. So that's telling me that anything you're manifesting, anything you're wanting, you have to be very, very specific about what you want to put out to the universe. Because now is the time to actually start speaking your truth and what you want. I have the Chariot in reversed in the past. That's telling me that going nowhere, you're kind of like in that cycle of just like going in circles, like what you're wanting as far as love, going into the Five of Pentacles. And I don't know, is there some form of loss here? Is there some form of like grief, heartache, burdens that or past relationship that you haven't fully gotten over yet? Because
Well, there's some feedback here. She says, I'm a hopeless romantic, but I'm not a fruit fly.
but the thing that I'm drawn to right now is the past, the Chariot in reverse going nowhere, and then the Five of Pentacles for the short-term future. When this whole reading was being crossed by the Empress in reverse. So I'm feeling like there's either something she has not gotten over yet, something she hasn't addressed.
Saying yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the advice from Spirit have on this? Okay, right now you're working through healing. I have the Three of Swords. That's around your energy. Around the environment is the Five of Wands. It's like this is like a power struggle here. It's like there's something, someone, some person around your environment that's causing tension.
She lost major loss here. She lost her partner of 26 years due to cancer. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now that's making sense.
Yeah. How long ago was that, Marcy? A trend zone. I've got too many on the list right now. Sorry. You can tune in another time. Sorry about that, but we can't possibly get to you tonight. How long ago did your partner pass, Marcy?
Oh, thanks, Karen. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, Dean is such a great reader. You're welcome, Trend Zone.
What I can say is yourself, you're trying to come out of that healing process to move forward, but there's still something lagging on around the environment.
Only been a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to go through those cycles. There's no time on healing. You're going to go through the cycles of like, you're great one day for a few days, and then you might hear that song on the radio. You may smell a fragrance that they wore, or you might hear a song, then it sends you right back. But what I can say is you're on the up and up, because in your hopes and fears, I do have the Ten of Pentacles shining down on you. So that to me is telling you you're going to have that stable foundation again. This goes either way. You have to put forth that energy to heal, because hopes and fears goes either way. You're in control of that. And then the long-term future, I have the Seven of Wands. So to me, there's still work to do, and you're going to feel tested. you have to jump through those hurdles. You're going to have to work through those hurdles.
Aw.
And some days are going to be great, some days, yeah, and other days somewhere in between. But the idea is to get out of this, to be okay with what happened.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
She says she's ready to open her heart again. I asked the question I asked Marcy is, are you ready? And I agree with Dean. You still have some work to do. And in one sense, yes, you are ready, but I think you're still overwhelmed with emotions. That's the energy of the reading. I think you think you're ready, but here's the Eight of Pentacles, which is, work. You've got some work to do. And I've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Pentacles is to do with health as well. And so it's coming. Your healing is coming, but it's slow, right? It takes a lot of work. I mean, you've had quite a loss. Here's the Five of Cups, which is all about loss. You have to find yourself again. This is the Queen of Swords. You find your own truth and that sort of thing. And to work with spirit, here's the High Priestess. And then you'll be ready for that new journey. And you'll feel more balanced. And then I see that Knight of Wands or that new partner coming in. But right now you are, here's the Eight of Swords. You are bound, you've, as Dean said, you have your good days, you have your good days and your bad days. But the work will pay off. Here's the Seven of Pentacles. There's the harvest. It will pay off. Yeah.
Was your partner a water sign by chance? Because I do have, like I said, I do have the Empress here and I do have the Chariot here. And this makes sense for her to be in the reverse for being passed. And I'm wondering, was she a water sign?
I don't know. You mean the partner was a water sign, or
which is also kind of weird too. Cancer and Cancer, passing of Cancer.
Yeah. Well, Marcy's Libra. So what's the sign of your partner?
I'm wondering if it's a water sign. Oh, she was a Capricorn. Huh. Okay.
Yep. She says there that she's ready to meet me. I'm still open to meeting you, Marcy. When I finally get into the sure, we can hook up and go for coffee. At the very least, we can be friends. I've been through a lot of grief, a lot of death. So I can certainly be at the very least, a good friend. So someone to talk to. So yeah, let's meet. But I don't think you're ready for a real relationship yet. Okay, thanks for the question. Thanks for bearing your soul to us. Very, very good, Mercy. We've been through quite a loss. All right. Next question is Thankful Mom. How will 2023 be?
Anything specific or just general?
Yeah. Do you have, okay.
Are we on a roll with another love?
Marcy's saying, hurry up. We definitely meet. I mean, I'm not averse to that. So
right now, I think it's more about getting your feet wet again, making yourself vulnerable to meeting new people, getting your feet wet, making new friends, and allowing it to develop, authentically develop over time.
Exactly, over time, yeah.
Because you know what? Here the thing is, participating in these apps, people are like, so what? Boom, want to be in that relationship so fast. They're like, whoa, I don't even know you.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell me I'm good looking or pretty all you want, but don't expect me to be like all wooed by that or wowed by that.
I'm not a U-Haul lesbian. Do you know what that term means?
Do what?
A U-Haul lesbian.
Does that mean Butch.
No, 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 no. No, it means a U-Haul lesbian means uh, you get so fat that the U-Haul comes with all the partner's stuff on the second date, like they're moving in.
Oh. Oh wow. No baggage here.
Yeah,
I have my own to get rid of.
yeah. Kristen knows she's got it here. You move in together really quickly.
Oh,
I'm
she wants us to general. Okay.
not, no, she wants to move. Hey, colorful foresight, nice to see you.
So, are we working on Thankful Mom? I thought.
Sorry, I'll go back to that. Yeah, general for 2023.
Okay. General 2023.
Okay, is these the colors I'm meant to use? Okay. All right.
Hmm.
Go ahead if you're ready. Was just
Okay.
responding to that here.
Hmm. It's this is a do you have your doubts about a relationship or about a significant other that may have wronged you? Because this is some weird cards here.
I don't think she's been in a relationship for a long time, but things can change.
Because okay, well, I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
On the bottom of my deck, I have the King of Swords. So, communication, being strategic, being logical, precise, and wanting truth, and knowledge. Because I have in the center of my reading, I have strength, followed by some mixed messages with the Page of Swords. Either this is rejecting, coming into insight with new knowledge of something, or rejecting it, or possibly lies. And I have the world crossing it. So it's like either you're in a transition and you don't know what path to go almost. On the surface, I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is on the surface. This is where I'm feeling like being cheated out of something, misguided.
She says she has not been in a relationship for 20 years. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's not about that.
Then I have the Four of Cups above her. So rejecting any offers that may come towards her.
I have 4 cups too.
The past, making foolish decisions and being taken advantage of with the Fool in reverse. And the future with the Knight of Cups being closed off to love. I do have this for advice from Spirit. I have the Three of Swords, healing around the King of Wands type of environment. Very, very, very fiery energy. Hopes and fears. I do have the Two of Cups in reverse. So it's like being hurt potentially by by fiery energy, closing off with meeting new people, sharing of ideas, and then I end up with the Tower at the end. So it's this is where I'm like, is this either work related, or is this like a relationship gone bad? That's what I got. What did you guess?
Okay, just a minute. I'm just shuffling from under the deck to see. Just asking another question, and then I'll be able to say. All right. Okay.
Sorry, I must have been way off.
What's that?
Said sorry, I must have been way off.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because I don't know. Because I'm going back in the reverse of this deck. I have the King of Swords, like I said. I have the Eight of Cups underneath that, which is talking about looking for a brighter future, wanting that leap of trying to be optimistic, but taking the leap of faith. But then it goes back into the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, not being happy with what it's been, what we have. I do have the Hierophant, receiving messages from Spirit, receiving messages from trusted loved ones, but then I have the devil in the details. There's some control factor here. It's either a workaholic or somebody that's trying to manipulation here.
She says,
Pentacles.
She says, I was hurt. My son's Justin's father's 20 years ago. He stood me up at the altar. Oh my God.
Well, that's funny because I have the Four of Pentacles here, followed by the Lovers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's very, very specific. It's closed off towards love. This is like closing off towards love energy.
Yep. Yeah. I think she doesn't, from what I know of her, she's not really open to that. She says, yeah, I've moved on. So you got that. Yeah, she got that. So I know that she wants to move. So I'm reading on that. And it seems to be, let's see what's going on here. I've got the Five of Swords here. So I think she's been unsuccessful in finding a place that's I think she hasn't had experience in trying to find a place. The first card is the Two of Pentacles, and yeah, things are just it's not there yet. It's still kind of in flux about this move. She wants to move. She wants the new a new place, and she's trusting that she will get that. But so far, the offers of places haven't been suitable for her. So she's the Empress. She says, yes, I want to move. So she wants to have this new life, because where she is, the neighbors are awful, and a lot of things happening around where she is, and she wants to move. But yeah, she wants this new life, create this new life. She feels like she's being left out in the cold. So I'm getting the message that you need to talk to spirit and manifest this, and really reflect on what you want. Here's the Four of Swords. So
Mm.
it seems like it's not coming yet, but I think it will. And then I threw my own cards here, from the old deck here. Now, as far as moving, now this here is my strength card. Be strong. The answer. There is going to be yes in the future. There's the sun, but there's some growth that's still. You still need to work on what you want, but before you get the offer you want. Here's my card here where somebody's offering you, and you will get offers, and the ones you've had in the past as well is not what it seems, and it hasn't been suitable. So card comes up, manifest. You got to manifest. Spirit is saying here's superwoman here, the superhero here, and Spirit's really saying you are a super manifester. You need to manifest this, and once you do that, you'll find the place. Here's truth. You find the place that suits you. Here's justice. So again, things that are in balance. But it says, don't sweat the small stuff. In other words, get out of your head, and this will happen. And it ends with the key. There's the key to your new home. So you need to, I know you've been manifesting, but I think maybe there's something that's holding you back where you truly don't believe, or maybe you just need to, manifest it and just hand it over and not worry about it. Not worry about it so much. Get out of your head.
I went ahead and pulled a few cards on that too. Since you said move, she's looking forward to move. Yeah. So the bottom of my deck, I have the Eight of Cups. After I shuffled this over and over, and I got a few of the same cards here. So with Eight of Cups, you're looking for that prize. You're looking for it. You're being optimistic, but don't rush into it. Okay. At the center of my reading, I do have the King of Cups here. It's time to really sit back, reflect on what you're wanting. Like Sharon has said, manifest what you want. Get you well and straight and situated first before making that leap or making any type of commitments. You have to be emotionally prepared to take that challenge on. In the past, I do feel like you're the type of person that has to build from the ground back up, but you need that structure. You need to make sure that wherever you're going to build up and not have to look back again. Okay.
Yeah.
Do not take, like you said, your first offer. This is like the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Don't be bamboozled to anything that may be offered to you right away. Always get a second opinion before jumping into doing something. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, and with it being in reverse, it sounds like we're probably making some reckless decisions, and I don't want that for you. As she said, that you're going to be presented with different offers.
Financial, her finances are an issue, so finances are tight.
Mm-hmm. And like Sharon said, you might be presented with several offers, and it's so funny that this Six of Pentacles has a platter of cookies here.
Yeah, exactly.
Offering.
Yeah.
So
what's on his head?
Oh, this is a Halloween themed Six of Pentacles here. He's dressed as a devil, which I think is kind of funny.
I was going to say he looks like a devil.
With
Yeah.
So again, just be careful not to that's a charitable card. So don't allow other people again to bamboozle you into signing a contract or commitment.
Well, also the energy. Remember, the card I had was the Five of Swords.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So.
And I feel like if you do that, you're going to end up regretting it. Jumping in something you think it's a sure thing too fast. I do have the the Knight of Cups again, and I don't think this is gonna I feel like it's salty feeling from that. You're not gonna like it. So make sure you get second opinions. Make sure if you think you like something, save up the money to have a general contractor to go through. Make sure that whatever new place or location you're going to, make sure that it's reasonably sound and safe. Don't bite off more that you can chew, because a lot of times people want to get things off their plate, make their quick buck, and you don't want to being
I think
taking
she's
advantage.
probably looking for a rental situation.
Mm,
Yeah. But anyway, she's really doesn't like it where she is. But okay.
understand.
I did ask the pendulum and I said, will you find that new place in 2023? It came up yes. So it just says it's not going to be quick. Okay. Oh, and I also from another deck asked, will you be moving in 2023? And I've got the cups, so celebration. So
Oh,
it is going to happen. I just don't think it's going to be soon.
I feel like it's going to be more closer to the second half of the year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So okay, well, thank you, Mom, and go off the list. Who's next? Okay, okay. I just have to take that off the list. That off the list. Okay. Okay, Kathy G's next. Kathy G, are you still here? And Thankful Mom says yes, rentals. Yeah, and yeah. Okay, so Kathy G, a general idea on how 2023 will go for me. Okay.
I'll read on the first 6 months. That sounds good, I think, because
Yeah.
that's really close to.
Kathy G, are you still here? Yes, she is. Okay, so she's ready. Any particular area that you want to know about for 2023? You're welcome, Thankful Mom. Okay. Oh, and Marcy did say she wanted to talk to me after the live stream. So what I'm going to do, Marcy, is put my email address, name me, and then I'll give you my phone number. Okay. So I'm just going to type it in the chat now. Because I'm not going to give my phone number out here.
Kathy G says, not really. Was that into like she has nothing specific?
Yeah, I guess she just wants a general. Okay, Marcy. So I've put in the chat my email. So just drop me a line and I will, after the live stream, I will send you my phone number. Okay, which cards am I meant to use here? I think these ones are fine. I'm really enjoying, Lena Rodriguez, Dean.
Lena Rodriguez?
Yeah, she and a reader from Canada made this deck of cards. I'm loving. It's called the World Deck, the World Tarot, and I just love it. Strawberry Rhubarb is an homage to my mother and grandmother who used to make really wonderful strawberry rhubarb pies. Also, strawberry rhubarb is a reference to my personality. I'm sweet, but I can also be tart. And I don't mean that I'm abrasive or anything like that. It's just like, I can be a bit of a tart.
Okay, so I threw down and all my cards for some reason were in reverse. So that's a clue for me. They need to be flipped.
Yeah, definitely.
When I get something like that, I always double check with Spirit. Do I flip these? Okay, what about the ones that are upright? Do I flip those back in reverse? No, keep them the way it is. I was like, okay. So when you usually see everything in reverse, that's not right.
No, it's not. Actually, I don't read reversals unless I usually feel if it's supposed to be reversed.
I always double check. I started reading in reverses towards the end of like last year because I felt like it gave a better, more rounded reading. And it just felt right to do that. So the only time, like, if I feel it needs to be swapped, I do it. So it's all, I feel like you're manifesting something or you're wanting something to happen. You're really dreaming and trying to make things happen. Because I got a lot of cool cards here. The center of my reading for you, Kathy G, is I have the Knight of Wands. Whatever you're doing, you're being aggressive and aggressively doing it now. The Knight of Wands is like the most fiercest knight, and he like will do something and ask questions later. He takes you literally for what you're asking for. Like, go blow that up over there. He'll blow that up. He'll go handle that. He'll go handle it, and he will do anything that he needs. Isn't that a kick? I get a kick out of that card.
Yeah.
It's followed by the Ace of Wands. So again, it's all about aggressively taking a stab at whatever it is that you're setting your passions to. Because I have at the bottom of my deck the Magician. So whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're wanting and have your eyes set on, now is the time to creatively get those juices flowing and pursuing it. Okay. I think the biggest challenge right now is support from family or having the finances to do so. But that's probably the biggest hurdle is getting everybody else on board, whatever this passion that you're being drawn to with the Ten of Pentacles. On the surface, I have the Eight of Pentacles. You've already done the hard work. Now is the time, like again, you've already done the hard work. It's just now it's the time you just need to move forward with whatever it is you're doing. You have family on your mind too above you. I do have the Six of Cups, nostalgia, reminiscing. The past, I have the Ten of Cups. So again, family, friends, security, job security, hopes and dreams, whatever that it is, it's there for you. Seven of Wands, future, there will be challenges, but I think you'll be tested. But you're going to come out on top. Let's see. Advice from Spirit. I have the Hermit. Plan, plan, plan. You must plan before you take action.
I've got the Two of Wands, plan.
Planning. You must sit back, plan before you do anything. Sometimes it's like really sitting down and reflecting on what has worked, what doesn't work from the past, and move forward with it, shining your light. Your environment, it's all about the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Listening to those messages of security, finances, family, whatever your pentacles are all about your basic needs that help sustain you, your family, all those basic needs. So make sure you're listening to the messages that are around you when it comes to taking care of yourself and others. I got another knight here for hopes and fears, the Knight of Swords. The second most aggressive knight that there is the Knight of Swords. So just remember, whatever you do so with passion, as well as being strategic and having that open form of communication. Because you have the two tens here with Pentacles and Cups. Make sure you're communicating your hopes and dreams. And this is a new moment for you. The Tower. The Tower is, I don't want you to get upset, freaked out about this, but this is more so like moving on to that next path, moving on to your next adventure. Okay. I can pull, let's see, 3 cards from that to clarify. Yeah, it's again making sound decisions before anything disastrous could happen. Making sure that again you're taking care of yourself and others, taking care of your finances and health, and not being reckless and balancing balancing out things. Because again, I have the Judgment in reverse. Okay. So making good choices, sound choices. Remember, you do have the Hermit. You do have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is telling me that you need to make those good decisions. Don't falter on responsibilities. And the Queen of Pentacles, making sure that the needs of others and yourself are being met. That's the clarification for that Tower. But all in all, really good cards here. I just make sure that you're very specific in what you are manifesting.
Yeah, I'm getting like the Tower. It's not a bad thing. I feel like she's wanting to make some changes. Yeah. Because what I have here is well, I think she's been kind of beat up. Here's the energy of the reading. I think life is beating her up a bit here. Here she's tired, the Nine of Wands. And she's really thinking, okay, I can't be doing this anymore. I got to make some changes. So the first two cards that can read them together is she's got the Devil here. And how I'm picking that is I think she has some habits or some relationships that she's that maybe wants to let go of. And she certainly can. So I think it's some habits she wants to get rid of. And also the Eight of Wands, I think sometimes she rushes into things without thinking. And she needs to change that. Or she wants changes now. So as Dean said, you got to plan. You got to make your plans. And once you've done that and move forward with a solid plan, you manifest it. Here I get the Lovers. I'm not necessarily meaning you're going to find a new love, but you're going to find better relationships or maybe if you had a better relationship with yourself. And that's to do with those habits that you have. It could be anything that you want to change. Okay. Judgment, when I feel like you're just really reflecting upon your life, and you want to move from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. You want to move to happiness. You're ready to move. And then the end of the reading is yes. And also the pathway here, I feel like, yes, you're going to go on a new pathway. I also go through my own cards, and the Death card came out, but all that is you want to change things. You want new growth. You want, to really have your life go forward. And here's the Travel card. I don't necessarily mean you're taking a plane and going places, but you're going to move. You're going to move. You don't know where, like, what the fuck? I don't know. What am I going to do? But yes, you're going to move. You're going to make big movement in your life. And here's the Fishy. You're going to try new things. Maybe you have new friendships or whatever, but you have to have the patience. And that's where the planning comes in and that sort of thing, and the things you want to change about yourself or your life. But Spirit is saying right now, you can manifest it and see, life is what it's a journey. And Spirit is saying, see the joy in the small things along your journey. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting feeling you really want to make some changes. And I think you're ready for that, and you're going to do it. So that's what we got for the first 6 months of 2023. Sounds like you're going to be busy. I hope that makes sense, Kathy. She said we'll eventually move into senior housing. Okay, well, maybe that's where the movement is. Yeah.
I heard yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you are making major changes. Okay. That's good. Marcy wants you to do a mini reading for me. Do you see that?
Hey, Dean, could you do a reading for Sharon so I can see what's in her future? Okay, I'll pick one card. Sharon,
okay.
Say when.
When?
Emperor, you're in the control of your own destiny.
Yeah, I am.
Done.
I am. There you go. I wasn't always, but I am now.
Mm-hmm.
And emperors, and the good meaning of the emperor too, being benevolent and looking after others and that kind of stuff. It doesn't mean my way or the highway. I'm not that kind of person. But at the same time, I'm not a doormat anymore.
Oh no, exactly. I've been there, done that.
Me too.
Hated the fact of being shitted on and not appreciated. So I swore to myself, I made a vow to myself this year. It's all about me. I'm writing the all about me chapter this year. Putting me first.
Yeah. 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 Oh, me
I'm
too.
42 years old. I don't need the BS anymore.
No, I know. I'm a whole lot older than you, and I'm just, nope, I'm too old for this shit.
Thank you, Pammy.
Oh, great. Yes, please sub to Dean's channel. He's a great reader. And I'm so glad you came on with me tonight.
Oh, it was fun. I haven't read with you in a while, and I haven't read in a couple weeks, so it feels like.
Yeah, well, I read for, it's funny, I had a friend of a friend phone me about something, but I ended up talking to her for 3 hours, and I ended up giving her a reading. Like, she was going out on a date that night, and I said, okay, you want a reading? So we talked. So, but I realized, I need to go online. So, all right, next person. Mrs. Matthews, the questions are close, honey. We can't get to your question. Okay, next one is Sandra. So Sandra, so she wants a general reading. Are you still here? Sandra Falcon, are you still here? Which deck should I use?
Marcy Gilbert said, Dean. What?
I don't know.
I am Dean. I don't know what to do with that.
Okay. I am.
Oh, she still wants to know if I can do Sharon's reading. Okay, I would do that for her in private. I don't want to put that out there, and that's nobody's business.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be fair to her, I wouldn't do that. That's why I pulled one card. I mean, that's part being silly, and two, having a little bit of fun. But for her, I would never read her publicly like that unless she wanted me to. Just as a form of respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Ron.
Hi, Ron. Nice to see you. And Sandra is here. Okay, so
it's just a general, huh?
I'm going to approach this a little differently. I think I'm going to use maybe just 3 or 4 cards, but from different decks.
I think I might pull from a different deck.
Yeah, I'm going to do this a little differently for her. Just what Spirit said, hey, those other cards. So
I just move from decks to decks just because I like to have fun for variety.
Yeah, well, also I've got lots of decks. What I do is I touch them or I'm drawn to one.
So for some reason, I felt drawn to get my everyday Halloween deck.
Cool.
It's really nostalgic. It has like Halloween themed stuff. It has you'll see once the cards get out. There's even a cat in a hat with thing 1, thing 2 for the chariot. It's hilarious. It has the Addams Family. It has the Wizard of Oz in here. It's kind of cool.
So Marcy says she's still waiting to hear the reading. Well, Dean did pull a card for me, and it was the Emperor, which means I'm the master of my own, my own fate, that sort of thing. But also the meaning of the Emperor too. He's very benevolent and looks after other people. But they're strong too. They're strong. They know themselves. So she says, where is the reading? He's not going to do it. Okay. He pulled the card, the Emperor. I'll talk to you about it after.
Hey, Ron.
Very insistent.
It's okay. You can be insistent all you want. I'm not going to do it.
A card, but I'll have to explain the meaning. It was the Emperor, and I'll have to explain the meaning of that to you later. So he's not doing the reading online.
Okay, here it's story time. The reason why we don't typically read other readers online unless they ask is because it's a form of respect, and we don't like putting our energy or information out there. We I mean, we have real issues, real life issues as just as much as anybody else, but we just don't want to be seen that way or air our dirty laundry out like that.
Yeah. And I have asked questions online. I have done that.
Oh, and so have I.
Yeah. Okay. She's saying no worries. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Sandra Falcon.
Okay. So I missed the pull a card for Sandra. Interesting. Okay. And what should I do? Okay, that pull a card here. Thank you, Thankful Mom. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Okay.
Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Let's see.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Yes, just taking us a minute, Sandra. We'll get to you in a second. I'm still shuffling and getting cards. It's funny, I'm drawn to a deck that I haven't used in ages.
So, okay.
Okay. Let's see what it is.
Okay. Are you ready, or do you want me to go ahead and go?
You go ahead. I'm going to hit one more deck.
Okay.
Feeling that.
I have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This is telling me we need to check in with ourselves again, checking in our health, our job security, our finances, anything that our basic needs are needing or requiring. Now is the time to check in with that. Okay. Under that, I do have the Wheel of Fortune, okay, which is telling me whatever the good, the bad, the ugly that we put into the environment, into the world around us, Mother Nature or fate is going to hold us accountable to that. Okay. So we need to be more proactive than inactive when it comes to making the decisions, taking control of our future destiny, because fate will oftentimes deal us a hand that we are not really prepared or wanting to accept. So I always say, whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune up, either reverse or upright, you need to address that and be more proactive with the things that are out in the open that need to be addressed. Okay, the center of my reading, I do have the King of Wands with the Six of Swords blend, which is telling me that we are looking for an opportunity to move to calmer waters, and with it being the King of Wands, it's like we really are passionate about what we are doing and where we want to go. But we also need to consider other people. Okay. I have what's crossing you in this situation right now is the Two of Cups. That could be the partnerships, that could be a relationship you have with somebody. This card is like the Romeo and Juliet right here meeting. So I would say this is probably your significant other that you need to communicate this passion, this whatever this is, this wanting to look for calmer waters. And then oftentimes it's with any type of relationship that you have to have open communication or it just doesn't work. Um,
She's got some feedback here. She's saying,
oh,
answering something. She said, good, because I'm going back to work in a new state, starting over.
okay. So yeah, I do see that again. The wands are all about that energy, that wanting that to prove that you are up to the challenge, proving your passion, going in with that those joys. It's off. If I see like the Ace of Wands, I would say now's the opportunity, good time to like shoot for the stars on whatever career path you're choosing. But again, I do kind of see the idea behind that with the King of Wands and the Six of Swords here, looking for that path to the calmer waters. Just a caveat to that, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune here, the grass may not always be greener on the other side, so you really need to weigh your options, okay, before taking that leap of faith. I will say that. And having an open communication with your significant others, those that depend on you. On the surface, I do see the devil in reverse. This is what some will call the sex, drugs, and rock and roll card. This doesn't necessarily mean that anything is bad with the devil per se. It could be like aggressively pursuing your passions, your work, because a lot of times people are overachievers or that want to have that ambition, that desire, that drawing to for that career, for their money, for their livelihood. Okay. So just make sure you check in with others around you and not sit there and just think of just one thing, work, 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 or money, 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 money. Think bigger picture. Remember, I do have the Ace of Pentacles here, and underneath my deck, I do have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's other things to consider. I also have the Strength in reverse, which is telling me we're going through a cycle of potential burnout, and it's okay to ask those around you to lean on those for guidance and support. Okay. The past, I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Again, not learning from past decisions, past choices, still kind of, this just to me just feels like burnout, like not learning from past mistakes, past cards that were dealt. Just really kind of in that cycle of burnout and not asking for help is what I'm feeling on that. I also have for the near future the Nine of Cups, but also in reverse. Okay. The Nine of Cups is all about celebration, about abundance, about what you have. So I have to ask the question: Are we happy with where we at, or are we just thinking what we're going to get in the end is going to make us happy? Remember, money isn't everything, and you need to keep close to what is most important, because going through burnout is not going to help anybody, at least of all yourself. Advice from Spirit. I do have the Knight of Swords on the prowl to make things happen. Okay. I also have the environment with the Three of Pentacles. So I do see there is support there from family. You just need to, I feel like you just need to ask for the help. The help is there for you. I also have for hopes and fears the Seven of Wands. Okay. Being tested, overly tested, just that trials and errors, the successes. I will say this: whatever you do, you're going to have success and failures. We shouldn't be afraid of failures. We should treat those as learning opportunities to
Mhm.
excel more into the future. I
Mhm.
also have the final card is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's in reverse. So I feel like there's a lot of burnout here, a lot invested in this opportunity, but there's no real certainty.
Okay.
What did you get?
Well, I just drew 4 cards from different decks, and so this year I feel like, this year is about her. She's the Queen of Pentacles. I feel she needs to take care of her needs.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think financially you'll be fine. The Queen of Pentacles is actually my favorite queen of the deck. She is intelligent, wise, she helps others, takes care of others' needs, she's very practical, but she also has to remember to take care of herself, and I think this year is a year where you're really it's about you now. Um, and this new, beginning that you're having, this new start, I've got this card from it's called Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle
Mhm.
deck.
I've
Let me
seen that.
Yeah, I got it for sale at a really good price on Etsy. Um,
Nice.
anyways, it's just cards and it has one word, and this one is teach. But what I get
Mm.
from that is not necessarily teaching others, but I just think it's just a real okay. What I'm getting is allowing spirit to teach you.
Mm.
Okay, there's some lessons. She said, "What's this?"
She says, I was thinking because of me being lesbian, I was too far from my family. Huh?
I don't understand what that means.
Huh.
But maybe you could clarify that. But yeah, I think like the Queen of Pentacles, I think is addressing that. You need to be you with your
Yes.
needs. So but teach. It's the time to be quiet. See how she's actually very calm and
Mm.
serene, and she's with this group of people. I think maybe she's just teaching others from her example. I think that's how people are, reacting to her. Um, but anyways, what I'm getting is just slowing down and allowing spirit to teach you because there's lessons that you will learn from then.
Mm.
And for 2023, I get the King of Wands, and I think this is a really good year for you to be creative and also the King of Wands. Like in this deck, look at this. He's very strong. He's the lion. So I think you're going to find your strength. You're going to be very creative, do what you want to do, and be visionary. I think it's going to be a good year. Um, and I picked a card from a deck that I like to use. They're message cards. I like to use these often. It's called "The Language of Letting Go" by Melody Beattie, and Spirit is saying to you, um, waiting patiently. And I'll read the message on the back. It says, "Today I will wait patiently. If waiting is the action I need in order to take care of myself." Okay, I didn't read that quite the right way. I'm going to try that again. "Today I will wait patiently. If waiting is the action I need in order to take care of myself." So there's that Queen of Pentacles message again. And I know that I'm taking positive, forceful action by waiting until the time is right. God help me, or spirit help me let go of my fear, urgency, and panic. Help me learn the art of waiting. Okay, that's it. I mean, this is speaking to that too. Just calming down and being peaceful and waiting for those lessons, waiting for the messages. So yeah, that's what I'm getting is it's your year of taking care of yourself and going within and reflecting. And um, King of Wands is saying, "You've got it, baby. You've got vision. You're creative, and you have strength." And just sitting back and waiting, not just rushing into things, but really reflecting, and you'll be fine. So that's what I'm getting. Hi, Mama Bear. Nice to see you. So I hope that made sense. I hope
That's
that made
interesting. We both had the King of Wands and we both
yes.
had the Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I see she's on to new adventures and that, she's got things in hand. She's got some really creative things. But again, just being quiet and waiting and hearing the messages she needs to hear. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Hope that makes sense, Sandra. Okay. Thank you for the honor of reading for you. Okay. So next is Linda. And I think she might have put her question. She just says reading. Let's see if I can find her actual question. Hi, Judy B. See you.
always get a kick out of that dog when I see her name.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Linda did put her question in. So Linda, are you still here? Oh, here it is. Family. So she wants to see what things are coming up regarding family. Okay. Okay, I just have to put. I've got so many decks around me right now.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Okay, where did that deck go? I've got the box here.
I don't think this is the deck I need to use.
Okay. That's weird. Where did the deck go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do the again as I did with Lynn. Sandra. I'm going to pull 3 or 4 cards from different decks. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Sandra. Okay, so I'm going to pick one from here. So, Linda or Sandra, good luck on your new job and moving to a new state. You're very brave. Good for you. That's a very King of Wands thing to do. Rondell, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me or somebody else in the chat? She might be talking to Pammy, I think. Okay.
This is interesting. The center of my reading, I do have the Four of Wands. And to me, it's interesting about this. It's in reverse, but also at the beginning of my reading, I have the Eight of Swords here. So there's things that we're not seeing. There's some things that have not panned out just right. It's almost like there's not a plan, and I feel as though that you might need to really open that line of communication and figure out what plans you have for your family, or what everybody's plans are, because you may not have the full picture, or are uncertain yourself, or things are not really clear, because it goes back to that Eight of Swords here at the beginning of my reading. I also have the Tower in reverse, and it's telling me that it's a time for rebuilding and time for transition, to try to get everything set in place and to be financially sound and secure, stable with whatever's going on. But I feel like too, within the center of my reading, I have the Four of Wands. I feel like everybody's in a disconnect and not knowing like the right answer. But I feel like there's a way around that just with communication. I do have it transitioning to the lovers towards the end of the reading, which is telling me at the same time that there will be agreements to be had. There's going to be ideas that are going to be shared. There's going to be an agreement to whatever it is that you're needing to happen. I also, at the end of my reading, I do have the Two of Wands. The two? Yeah. So a lot of planning for this move, for this transition, whatever it has to do with your family, that it has to plan. There's planning involved, and there needs to be agreements all across the board. At the bottom of my deck, I do have the Seven of Wands, which means that, again, you all have to be on the same page. And the first idea may not be the right one. You have to go back to the drawing board a couple different times to figure out what's the best fit for everybody. Okay. I did pull from my Eternal Light deck for a message. And I got All Things Must Pass. This jumped out. And it says, when a storm flows into your life, remember that it's just passing by. All will pass. Life is a perpetual movement. There is peace always in your higher mind and spirit. Let there also be peace in your heart. So this is telling me too that it has to be agreed all across the board, whatever you're deciding, Linda.
Okay, it's interesting the cards I've got here. We're following what you say. I just need to get one more card here. Do you have any feedback?
Have you seen that deck before?
No. You recommend it?
Oh, it's nice. They have little messages on them.
Uh-huh. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I like it so far.
Oh, Eternal Light?
Yeah, and it comes in a box and it stores the cards like that.
I'll look that up. I'm going to write that down. That looks really amazing. I like message cards like that. Okay, here's my. Okay. Eternal Light.
And that's who it's by.
Tony Carmine.
Salerno.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
It's really upbeat. It's very positive messages, which I like it.
Okay, I haven't gotten a reaction from Linda yet, but that's okay. All right, so I'm just going to pick one more card. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling that there's some sort of family situation where there's a lot of emotion. Okay, there's overflowing emotion here. And what you're wanting for your family is joy and stability. There's some decision that has to be made. Okay. And the card that I got from the language of letting go is called taking risks. Maybe you have to take, I'm getting the hit that you have to take the risk to say the truth, to say what is, not sugarcoating it. But it says here, the message from here, taking risks, it says, today I will ask God or Spirit to help me begin to take healthy risks. I will ask for assistance in letting go of my fear of failure and success. I will ask for help in fully living my life so that I can start experiencing all the wonderful parts of my journey. So yeah, it sounds like, as Dean says, that there's something quite emotional in the family that needs to be worked out. You're of course, wishing joy and stability, and there's some sort of decision that has to be made. And I think you do have to take some risks and say truth. Don't be afraid of that. Anyways, that's what I've got. Okay, so thank you, Linda, for asking that question. And
It was really weird. The cards I got, it's like it just goes back. It just went back to the fact that everybody had to be on the same page about
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
or blinded by something, or not fully aware of all the pieces that fit into that puzzle.
Mhm. There's certainly a lot of emotion wrapped up in this for sure. But anyways, and taking risks. I mean, asking for help, asking spirit for help in this situation. And that's what this was saying. To have all the truth come out. But yeah, but I am feeling you need to take risks that, when you speak from the heart and you speak truth, even if people don't want to hear it, it will go in, even if they resist it. It does go in. So don't be afraid of that. Okay, so that's what I've got there. Okay, next one is I hope that made sense to you, Linda. Okay, so Kristen. So Kristen says so Kristen, are you still here? It says I'm going to a conference in a few days. It's going to be a very challenging experience on a personal level. Any specific challenges I will be confronting while there? Okay, it does make sense. Okay, so Linda's saying it does make sense. So thank you. Okay, so I'm going to a conference. Okay, what am I going to use here?
Is this work related?
Yeah.
I feel like it's work related.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of anxieties about going because you're not sure what you're getting yourself into.
It's a sexuality conference. Woo!
Oh.
Let's put you out there.
Well, sex can be work. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay.
Now I'm wondering, should I bring out the kinky deck I had?
Or are you questioning your sexuality? Like it could be anything, right? Or
or is it like one of those weird no, I don't say weird as in bad, but like interesting like conferences like where everybody's like, I've seen these like where they're nude and everybody's just like,
God.
channeling their energy, their sexual energies. I don't think I can get Chris. I don't think I can bring that deck out because there's nudity on that deck.
Oh, you can bring it out.
Are you sure about that?
I'm cool with it. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll get the sex deck out.
I'm totally fine. So, and I'm sure and if anybody's offended in the chat, you don't have to watch. So leave it up to you. Use your discernment.
Okay, I don't think I've shown you this deck. I don't really bring it out that much often.
Oh, no, I don't think I've seen it.
So, yes, it's really interesting.
Ron's got his eyes up here. This is Ron. He's look at me. Hey, bring out the sexy deck. Come on. and Wayne's doing the same thing.
Like what example of one
Wayne's
of the cards.
Doing the same thing. You got Wayne's attention.
That's one of the cards.
Oh, okay. And Wayne says, whatever cards you pull, don't pull the hung man.
Oh, it doesn't really show male nudity too much. It's not so much male nudity as it is female nudity.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. And Suzanne says, this is Wayne's watch. She says, oh, dang, we're heading down the nasty corner path. That's totally fine. Okay, let's see what I get.
Okay, let me channel it on this.
fun.
Okay, Jenny, connect with the
I'm feeling
guy.
good about this.
How's your sex conference going to go? My guide is laughing. I asked the question, how is Kristen's sex conference going to go?
Oh, it could be very nurturing. I think it's going to be good for you. I don't think it's not all about sex, straight sex. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Well, it's definitely going to inspire you or ignite your passion or flames. I do have
Oh, she
the
says,
Ace of Wands.
okay, she says, just lay it out there. It is a kink conference. I'm excited but nervous.
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to spark some flame and fire and whatever it is. Because like I said, it's going to ignite your passion because I do have the Ace of Wands here. You might learn something new, something kinky, something fresh, something else to include in your sexual life. And sex is healthy. So the center of my reading, I do have the King of Swords. Let's see, I haven't looked at this deck in a while. Let's see what this is about. The King of Swords. It's more like being exact, communicating your desires, your passions with the King of Swords, owning it, and not taking no for an answer. I don't know why I said that. The Lovers at the beginning of the reading. I have the Lovers here. So you might meet somebody new, somebody significant, or you may make contact with somebody. Maybe not as maybe friendships, maybe that you might make some business deals. Who knows? Anything's possible with this Lovers card here.
And she also is giving the feedback. Yes, I'm speaking what I want, speaking my boundaries. That's
Again,
lovely.
yeah, right here, the King of Swords. Not
Yep.
taking no for an answer. Like you're speaking your own truth, communicating what you want.
Yeah.
And again, I have the Lovers here. It's almost now that since she mentioned that, it's like it's all in. Either you're gonna be all in or all out, and that whatever contract or relationship you're gonna be involved in or meet. I have the next card. I have the Queen of Swords.
Mm,
So I had the King and the Queen of Swords.
interesting.
So you have a match here. Romeo and Juliet, or Juliet, Romeo, doesn't really matter here. It's just that energy. Okay. I also have the Eight of Cups or Chalices.
Tammy says she's having hot flashes, but not from age.
I also have the Eight of Chalices or Cups. So keeping your options open and going in this with an open mind.
Now she says maybe the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords is her and her husband. Is your husband going to the conference as well? Or just you? I'm hearing an echo.
Well, both of them are here.
Yeah. She said yes.
Okay. Well, it's gonna. I got the Hangman. Okay, and I'm just gonna go with this.
Man.
Just free fall into the experience. Okay, let spirit allow you to free fall into trying out new things. I'm done.
Okay. This has turned out to be. Well, also,
and you too, if you don't like it, it's just art.
Yeah. Well, and the Hangman also is. I think you'll both, and particularly you, will gain a new perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically, allowing each other to share in that.
Yeah.
That I don't know how to call it, like that energy.
Mhm.
Allowing each other to please each other, learning different ways to spark that creativity, because it doesn't just have to be just intercourse. It could be all about,
Oh, making love.
yeah, it could be about touching, it could be about listening, it could be about all sorts of things.
Yep.
Now I'm kind of intrigued. Where is this conference at?
It's in DC. It's in DC. Just a minute. She did say where it was.
Is it too late to reserve a
Here it
seat?
There it is. It's in DC, called Dark Odyssey, Winterfire.
Okay. Nice.
Because maybe she'll get suspended on a rope. Okay. Okay. All right. The card I get from the tarot. What was it called? Tarot of the Psychic Heart or something. Psychic Tarot for the Heart, or from. Yeah, for the heart. Anyways, first card is nurture. So I'm not only are you going to be learning about, about sex, but I think ways of nurturing yourself and getting your own needs met. Okay. And I think it's going to be very, very good for you and your husband. I mean, look at reaching for that light and look at all the energy around her there. I think that's really great. And there's different colors. I mean, yeah. Yeah, reaching. Yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good for you. And here's from my personal deck. It says celebrate you. Hi, Arlene. So celebrate you. So this is about you. And the next card is the Five of Swords. But in this deck, I always see this as floating out new ideas, trying new things. So you get that. And then I get the Ace of Wands. This is the most phallic. So that's a yes card. It's going to be really good for you. But this is the most phallic symbol in the deck. So, oh boy, it's going to be good, baby. So yeah, it's great. No longer feeling ashamed of yourself. That's right. Yeah, you got to be nurturing yourself and celebrating you. Absolutely. But anyways, here's the woohoo card. So it looks like it's going to be really good. So there you go. Okay, I'm not sure where Wayne went.
I had to put the kinky deck away. I can't let too many people get too excited with that deck.
Okay, well, we have one more, and Karen, I'm not sure if you posted a question that you narrowed it down. But anyways, I'll let her either repost it or tell us, narrow it down for us. And in the meantime, I have to go pee. I'll be right back. I'm oversharing.
Wow.
You'll have to understand the truth.
All right. So how's everybody doing tonight? Did everybody enjoy that deck, by the way? I haven't used it before because I didn't want to get in trouble with YouTube. So I hope it wasn't raunchy. I hope it was tastefully done. The cards, at least. Oh, you're welcome, Kristen. Oh, what was your question, Karen? Oh, it didn't bother you, Wayne? That's cool. Thanks, Scooter. Yeah, I have to be kind of weary about certain decks we use, and we kind of have to screen our decks because a lot of times there's boobs that come out and people freak out about that, which I don't understand why. But yet they will look at Michelangelo's David, and then they will look at Greek marble structures to other structures, and the people are freaking naked. So I don't get it, right? As long as me personally, as long as there's nothing like really weird, like bondage or torture in those, then it should be fine. I mean, there was nothing really nasty about that deck whatsoever. Is it erotic? Yes. Is it like kinky in that level on weird levels? No. Yes, blunt censorship is way more. Yes, I get that too. It says Mark Spirit Whisper has one. He has the cover with the man's parts. He's so funny doing Granny Manny. I've never seen a deck like that. I do have a more masculine deck, and the men in that deck are more and it's a little it's same as that one's erotic, but I have all sorts of decks. I mean, I think it's cool to have different decks that give different feelings,
Yes.
because most decks that are out there are more feminine, and when I find decks that have that more masculine feel to them, I try to get my hands on them.
So you didn't see the cards I think that I had for Karen, but anyways, the last one was this one. The Ace of Wands.
Oh, that does look like a male. I didn't even look at it.
That is phallic, eh? Anyways, I think you're going to have a good time, Karen. I think it's going to be good for you. Don't be nervous. Okay, so did Karen respond?
Yeah, she did. She's asking whether or not her husband are getting any closer to finding a house to purchase.
It's been a long journey. I've heard a couple of people say online that this year is not a good year for buying a house. Are you in the States? That the prices will come down next year. But anyways, that's just me. But we'll see.
Will she have it within the next 3 months? By the end of the year? Will she be ready to move into a house by next year? I'm getting it still about a year off.
Yeah.
At least that's what my pendulum says.
Will she find I'm just going to throw some cards. But yeah, but that's the general feeling about the market is that it's overpriced and it has to come down. And I think they put the interest rate up as well. So next year is a better time to buy a house. But let's see what the cards say. Okay, Spirit, tell me about Karen and her husband buying a house.
Karen, do you have like some interesting guides? I say this like as one kind of like alien. Because I'm hearing like it sounds like R2D2. I don't know what this is. Because I asked my guides to connect with your guides, and I'm hearing do, 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 do. I don't. What is that? It's interesting. Oh, okay. Yes, she has alien guides.
No, that she said yes. That was in response to another question. So she
it was okay.
I've been hearing a sound. She says, "Okay, we will rent for a while again." I'll just check the cards, Karen. Okay.
You don't know.
2023. Well, no, I'm just going. She doesn't know, I guess, about this. I've been hearing an R2D2 kind of sound all the way through our live stream.
Oh. A very sparkly one. Ooh, nice. When she said sparkly, I went to Edward Cullen. From the Twilight series, vampire series. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, the energy of the reading. Oh, you can hear it too. Okay. So the energy of the reading is the Six of Pentacles, and what I'm getting here is you need to wait for a fair deal. Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
I
And
just dropped my deck.
oh, and the first card is Seven of Swords. I mean, you'll be taken if you try to take it now. The prices are just too high. And I've got the Ten of Swords. That does not look good. So yeah, not a good time to make this decision. You will get everything you want, but it's going to take some haggling. Here's the Argy Bargy card. Yeah, it's going to take some haggling, but you're going to get the place that you want, the Nine of Pentacles. But it's not going to be this year. So, if you want to get that fair deal, yeah, it's not coming. You're going to have to be patient. So that's the word from Spirit. Okay.
I have the card. My bottom card of my deck was the Four of Swords. Sleep on it.
Yeah. Retreat. Yeah. Sleep on it.
Yeah, I'd say sleep on it. I do see that you are wanting and seeking this change. I have knights everywhere here. I have Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. I have Death, waiting for the change. You're passionate about the change, and you're getting those warm bubbles in the air that it's going to happen soon. Because I see you have the Page of Wands here. I just feel like, again, it's not. You need to be patient because you don't want to rush into something and be unhappy with it. Because my final card I do have is the Five of Swords. It's going to be a lot of animosity with this if you rush into it. I say sleep on it, shop around.
Yep.
You'll know it when you see it.
Hey. Well, thank you, Karen, for asking that question. And are you going to pull another card? Or are you just...
No, I'm counting, make sure I got all my cards off the floor.
Okay.
It drives me crazy when I drop them. I always count them, make sure I have them all.
Yeah, there's always one missing. That's right. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining us and for this impromptu live. And Dean, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
It was an absolute pleasure, and I had a lot of fun with you.
Thank you. I enjoyed it too. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah. Well, I stepped away for about 7 months. So anyways, I'm just slowly getting back into it. And so when the feeling hits me, I do it. But I will do some more regular stuff later when I get settled in Vancouver in this new job. I'll do more regular ones. Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm going to say good night. And
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you next time. Oops, yeah. I'm looking at the wrong button. Here we go. And broadcast.
Here we go. Night.